Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are going to learn about different methods of uh, measurements of angles. The first is it can be measured in decimal forms. Its measurement can be written in decimal form. The second is degree, minutes, second system or sexagesimal system. And the third is the radians. First of all, I am going to discuss these two. And for this, what we have is normally we measure the angles in degrees. Okay, till now we have studied the measurements of angle in degrees. For example, when the gap was this much, we said that its measurement is 30 degrees, where 1 degree was actually equal to 1 by 3/60th part of a rotation, because we say that one complete rotation is of 360 degrees. So obviously 1 degree will be, we know that 360 degrees is one rotation, so 1 degree will be 1 by 3/60th part of a full rotation. Okay, it means that if you divide this whole rotation, this whole circle, into 360 parts, then 360 equal parts, then a single part will be called or equal to a degree. Okay, suppose you have this whole rotation, this is equal to 360 degrees, you divide it into small equal divisions, and these divisions should be equal to 360. Then if you divide this whole circle into 360 parts, then a single portion of this, a single part of all these 360 parts will be called a degree. A degree will be equal to this much. Okay, so this is how we say that it is 1 by 3/60th part of a rotation. Now to express the angles more accurately, for more accuracy, okay, what we do is we have divided a degree into further divisions. Okay, what we have done is whatever the gap of 1 degree is, which is depending upon the whole rotation. Okay, but a degree is further divided into 60 division, just as an hour of a clock is divided into 60 minutes. 60 minutes means that the whole 1 hour is divided into 60 parts, and one of those equal parts is called a minute. Similarly, almost in the same way, what we do is we, to express the angle more accurately, to express the angles more accurately, okay, what we do is we divide a degree into 60 parts. Okay, and suppose for example, if a degree is from here to here, we have 1 degree, then we have done is that we have divided this gap into 60 more equal parts. Okay, it means that from here to here we will have 30 parts, and from here to here we are going to have 30 more parts. So this whole gap or 1 degree is further divided into 60 parts, and 1 by 60th part, and each division is called, each of these 60 division is called a minute. Okay, and further what we have done is, after dividing a degree into 60 equal divisions, we have named a single division out of these 60, a minute. Okay, and further what we do is we have further divided a minute into, a minute is also again a single minute. Okay, is again divided into in 60 parts. Okay, further again what we have done is we have divided 1 degree into 60 equal division. Each division is called a minute, and then we have taken a minute and we have further divided that minute into 60 parts. Each of these parts, or each division of a minute, is called a second. Okay, so it means that 1 degree is divided into 60 parts, and these 60 parts are called minutes. Okay, we have named them minutes, just as 1 hour is divided into 60 minutes, and then each minute is again divided into 60 seconds. In the similar way, we have divided 1 degree into 60 division, and these divisions are called minutes. Okay, so there are 60 minutes in 1 degree, and then again 1 minute, and we write it as 60 slash. Okay, this is how we write 60 minutes. This is the notation that we use. And 1 minute is further divided into 60 seconds. Okay, and it is written as 60 seconds. So 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. We put double prime or double slash, or not slash, primes. Okay, this is 60 prime. Single prime will be used for minute, and double prime is used for seconds. Okay, so it means that suppose your angle, suppose this is the, you have the protector, okay, or D, and suppose that this is your angle. Okay, suppose this is the angle, and suppose that it lies between for example 60 and 70 degrees. Then you can't say this is 60 degrees and you can't say this is 70 degrees, because it lies between these two angles. So to have more accurate measurement of angles, we have divided a single degree from 60 to suppose this is, sorry, not 70, 60 to 61 degree. Okay, suppose this is 60 degrees, and over here we have 61 degrees. So here we can't say this is equal to 60 or 61, because it lies between, in the midway between 60 and 61. So we are going to say that this angle is, we know that 1 degree is divided into 60 minutes. Okay, so it means half of the degree will be equal to 30 minutes. So we will say that if this is an angle theta, we will say that this angle theta is equal to 60 full degrees, and the next whole degree is not covered. It is half, this angle is halfway between these between the degree over here. Okay, so between this gap, so it will be 60 full degrees, because it has reached, it has started from here, it has reached 60, and then it has crossed 60, and it has gone half of the way between 60 and 61. So we will write it as, this is equal to 30 degrees and 60 degrees and 30 minutes. Okay, because it is half of the degree. If full degree is divided into 60 division, it means half of the degree will be equal to 30 minutes. Okay, because 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes, it means half of the degree will be equal to 30 minutes. So this angle will be 60 degrees and 30 minutes. Okay, so what we have learned today is till now is that we have divided a degree into 60 full divisions, 60 equal divisions, and each one of those division is called a minute. So in 1 degree we have 60 minutes. 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes, and then we have further divided 1 minute into 60 parts, and each part is called a second. So it means that 1 degree has 60 minutes, and each minute has 60 seconds. Let us do a problem relating to this concept. So the angle that I had drawn in decimal form, it could be written as 60.5 degrees, or you can write it as 60 degrees and 30 minutes. Now question number 2 of exercise 7.1. Okay. Now question number 2. Question number 2 is that express the following sexagesimal measure of angles in decimal form. So when you express an angle into degree, minutes and second, then that system is called sexagesimal system or D.M.S system. Okay, degree, minutes, second system. Otherwise, if you just write 60.5 degrees and in fraction form, degrees in fraction form, then that form of measurement of degree is, we say that it is done in decimal form. For example, question number 2, let me do a question. The third part is 125 degrees, 22 minutes and 50 seconds. Okay, this is the angle which is given to you. It means that it has 125 full degrees, and then it has 22 minutes. It has covered 22 more minutes, and then it has covered the 50 divisions of the next minute. Okay, it means that is of this form. For example, this is the angle. Okay, one should be obtuse. It means this angle is over here, and if you make let me use another marker. This will be, if you make a protector, okay, then it means that this angle, it has covered 125 degrees. Okay, then 125 and 126. It means that it has covered 125 degrees, and then it has covered the minutes that it has covered. These minutes are 22 minutes. Okay, and then if suppose here is 22 divisions of 1 degree is divided into 60 division. Out of 60 these division, this angle has covered 22 of the minutes, mean it has covered the 22 of the divisions which were made between this 125 degrees and 126 degrees. And then suppose here we have 22 minutes, and the next minute is 23rd minute, but this angle has not passed 23rd division. It has just passed half of the next minute. Okay, so it means that if you have 125 degrees over here, okay, and here you have 126 degrees. Okay, then it means that this angle, if you divide this whole gap into 60 division, then it means 22 minutes means it has covered 22 of these. Suppose that it has reached here, so it means that it will be somewhere behind here, somewhere here. Okay, it means that this angle has covered 22. It's an obtuse angle. Okay, so this angle has covered 22 of the 60 divisions. Okay, out of 60 division it has covered 22 division. It means it has covered 22 minutes. And then suppose here you have 22 and the next minute is 23rd, then 50 seconds means it has covered, if you divide this gap of 22 minutes and 23 minutes. Okay, if you divide this gap into 60 divisions, then those will be 60 seconds. Okay, and 50 seconds means that out of this 60 seconds it has covered 50, almost 50 divisions. Okay, so this is how you measure the angles. 125 degree means that it has covered 125 degrees and it has not reached the next degree yet. It is somewhere between this, and 22 minutes means that if you have divided this degree into 60 division, okay, 125 and 126, between 125 and 126 you have 60 divisions or 60 minutes. Out of 60 minutes, this angle has covered 22 minutes. It means it has passed 22 gaps, okay, or divisions that you had made between this. And 50 seconds means that if it has reached 22nd minute, so it will reach 23rd minute only when it covers this whole distance, but it has not covered all this division. It has covered, this angle has covered, it has crossed 22 minutes, and after crossing 22 minutes it has reached the 50th division, okay, 50th division, and therefore we are saying that it has covered 22 minutes and 50 seconds. So first it has reached 125 degrees, it has crossed it, and then before reaching 126 it has only covered 22 of the division, that 22 out of these 60 division. And after reaching 22nd minute, okay, it has covered 50 divisions of the next minute, means it has covered 50 seconds. So this is what it means. Okay, now we want to convert this into decimal form. Okay, decimal form means that we want to express this only in degrees, not in minutes and seconds. That is only possible if we express this number in fraction form, in decimal fraction form. Now in order to convert, what we have to do is, this is given in D.M.S system, okay, degree, minute and second system, and they want us to convert it into decimal form. In order to convert it into decimal form, we have to change these seconds into degrees, also these minutes into degrees. Now always remember that these are the key points that you should remember to solve this type of question. Okay, if you want to convert degrees to minutes, what you are going to do is, you are always going to multiply by 60, because in 1 degree there are 60 minutes. So whatever degrees you are given, suppose 2 degrees or 10 degrees or 50 degrees, if you want to convert those degrees into minutes, you are always going to multiply by 60. Okay, and if you want to convert minutes into seconds, again you are going to multiply by 60 degrees. Okay, and if you want to go reverse, and similarly, if because 1 minute is equal to 60 degrees. Now if you want to convert degrees into seconds, okay, then obviously you have to multiply it into 3600, multiply it by 3600, because you are going to convert to when you go from degree to minutes, you have to multiply 60, and then minutes to second you have to multiply again by 60. So 60 into 60 is 3600. Therefore when you go directly from degrees to second, you are going to multiply it by 3600. Now suppose if you want to go in the reverse position, okay, whenever you go from a larger unit to a smaller unit, you always do the multiplication. Okay, from larger unit to a smaller one, larger to smaller. And when you go reverse, when you want to convert minutes into degrees, then what you are going to do is, you are going to do the division, because you are going from a smaller unit to a larger one. Okay, and similarly when you go from seconds to minutes, again you are going to divide by 60, whatever number is given to you, whatever seconds number of seconds you want to convert to minutes, you are going to divide by 60. And when you want to convert seconds into degrees, then you are going to divide it by 3600, because in 1 hour you have in 1 degree you have 3600 seconds. Okay, so always remember that whenever you go from a large unit to a small unit, you always do the multiplication, and when you go from a smaller unit from minutes to degree, then you are going to do the division. Okay, from large to small you do multiplication, and from small to large you do division. Okay, so now what we are going to do is, we are in order to convert into decimal form, you are going to convert seconds into degrees, minutes into degrees. Okay, and this is already in degrees, so obviously we don't have to convert this. We are going to convert seconds and minutes into degree. In order to convert minutes to degrees, I'm going to divide it by 60. In order to convert this 50 seconds into degrees, 50 seconds to degrees, I have to divide it by 3600. From here we are going from smaller unit to larger unit, therefore we are going to do division throughout. Okay, so remember these key points and write it down on your book or notebook to save it with you. Okay, now we have to convert this into decimal form. So our angle is 125 degrees 22 minutes and 50 seconds. So it means that it is a total, its measurement is 125 degrees plus 22 minutes plus 50 seconds. Now in order to convert all these into degrees, 125 is already in degrees, so we won't do anything to it, but to convert 22 minutes to degrees, from minute to, when we go from minute to degrees, we will have to divide it by 60. Okay, so I'm dividing 22 by 60, and when I do this, it is converted into degrees. Okay, plus now 50 seconds, from seconds to degrees, I have to divide it by 3600. Okay, because we are going from a smaller unit to a larger one. So in order to convert seconds into degrees, in order to convert 50 seconds into degrees, we have to divide 50 by 3600. So it will be converted to degrees also. Now these are no more minutes because I have divided it by 3600. Okay, so our final answer be the addition of these two. Now this is in degrees, it's also in the degrees, and this is also in degrees. So now we can add these three because the units are same. All of these numbers are in degrees. So what am I going to do is, I'm going to add these numbers by calculator. Okay, I just cancel this out. Okay, so using a calculator, what am I going to do is, I'm going to add them. So 125 plus by 22 by 60 plus 5 by 360 gives you 125.38. So the answer is 125.38. So you have converted this D.M.S system into decimal form. Okay, this is the fractional part of the next degree. Okay, and you have 125 full degrees, and the next degrees is of in decimal form is 0.38, 125.38. Okay, so this is how you convert a angle from D.M.S system to decimal system. Now, so this is 125.38 degrees. Okay, so we have moved from D.M.S system. This is how you write it, not like this. D.M.S system to decimal system. Okay. Okay, now question number 3. In question number 3, we have decimal form, this form, and we will have to go to this form. Okay, so let us start question number 3. Now question number 3 is, you are given the angles. For example, let me do a part of it. You are given the angles. Let us do the negative one. Okay. Question number 3 part 5 is that you are given the angle negative 67.38 degrees. Sorry, not 0.38, 0.58. 0.58, this is in degrees, and you have to convert it into D.M.S system, means degree, minutes and seconds. Okay, so it's all given in degrees and you have to convert these into minutes. For that, for the time being, just write the negative sign. Okay, it won't affect our calculation. And the angle is 67 full degrees plus 0.58 degrees. Okay, this is what it means. 67 plus 0.5, it means we have full 67 degrees and 0.58 part of the next degree. Okay, it's not full 1 degree, it is 0.5, almost half of the next degree. Okay, so what am I going to do is, these are the full degrees, the whole degrees will be kept. Okay, we will keep the whole degrees and we will convert this fractional part into minutes and seconds. Okay, so in order to convert into minutes and seconds, what we are going to do is, we know that 0.58 degrees, when degrees are to be converted to minutes, what we do is we multiply by 60. So what am I going to do is, I am going to multiply this number by 60 in order to get the number of minutes in this much degrees. Okay, so 0.58 into 60, this is 34.8 minutes. Okay, when I multiply this number by 60, I get 34 point, I think it's 8, yeah, 34.8 minutes. Okay, so as you have multiplied this by 60, so it means that over here it is converted to minutes. So what does this mean? It means that you have 67 full degrees plus 34 minutes plus 0.8 of the next minute. Okay, these are also minutes but in fractional form. Now what am I going to do is, I am going to convert these minutes into seconds, because this is not one full minute. Okay, it is 0.8, means it is 0.8 part of a degree, of a minute, sorry. Okay, not a full minute. So 67 degree plus 34 minutes plus convert these into seconds. In order to convert them into second, I am going to multiply it by 60. Okay, because you are going from minutes to seconds, you are going from a larger unit to a smaller unit. Okay, so minus, this will be 67 degrees plus 34 minutes plus, when I multiply these two, it's approximately equal to 60 into 0.8, and this will give me 48. Yeah, it's 48 seconds. So it means that this angle is equal to negative 67 degrees, 34 minutes and 48 seconds. So it means that we have converted this decimal form of the degrees into degree, minutes, seconds form. It means that we have moved from decimal system to D.M.S system. Okay, so this is how we do it. Okay, and that's all for today, and tomorrow we are going to learn the next system of a measurement of angle, that is radians, but for this lecture it's this much.